Mikey, you're now officially a Hibs player. How pleased are you to have finally completed the deal to join Hibernian?
Yeah, I'm delighted. A couple of weeks ago, I wasn't quite anticipating getting the opportunity to come to a club like Hibs. So over the last week or so, I've obviously been in training and just thrilled, absolutely thrilled to be given the opportunity to be here and join a club like Hibs.
As you say, you've been in and around the club for the last couple of weeks now. How did that period go for yourself, and how easy has it been to settle into the squad?
It's been great. I actually feel like I've been really enjoying my football again, which is quite refreshing. Having left Fleetwood a few weeks prior to that, so in terms of settling in, because I know a few of the boys and I've played against a lot of them, over the years, been at Aberdeen and Hamilton as well. That made it that much easier as well. So there's a real kind of a good group here, a lot of good boys and guys like Chris Cadden who grew up in Motherwell alongside me, went to my school. Cads has been brilliant. I sat beside him in the changing room. So in terms of integrating into the squad, it's felt really straightforward and just been brilliant. A joy to come in every day.
It's great that you knew so many people already and you felt so comfortable coming into the squad. The other guys that you maybe didn't know before or hadn't played against, were you impressed by the level and also by the coaching of Lee Johnson and his staff?
Yeah, very much so. I think you see very early on when you're in and around the training sessions that there's a lot of good players here, and the standard's very high. And I think the standards that the manager's trying to set along with his staff, the players are really buying into that and are trying to drive each other on. There's good competition for places amongst the squad. And I think that's something that the manager's trying to get. That it's healthy for a club like Hibs to try and go and achieve and be at the top end of the table. So from day one, the quality in the squad has been fairly evident. And in terms of the coaching as well, it's been brilliant. All his staff, including the manager, have their input in training. The demands are there. Everyone knows what the message is, and his philosophy and how he's trying to do things. And that's been, really exciting for me to be part of that as well. I've loved every day at training. I feel like I'm learning. I know I've still got work to do to get myself up to speed and to be able to hit the standards that I expect of myself, but also what's expected. Being at a club like Hibs and what the manager expects for his players as well. So, no, it's been brilliant. I've loved every aspect I've been in so far.
Obviously, it's only a short-term deal to start with, but you must be looking forward to trying to make an impact over the next couple of months.
Yeah, exactly. I think all I can really ask is the opportunity which Hibs have gave me and the managers gave me, and I can try and repay that by being available for selection and when given the opportunity, being reliable and doing my job as best I can. So I think the only thing I can do is take responsibility for my own performance day to day. Have standards, keep them as high as possible, and be ready to contribute on the pitch whenever called upon. So that's all I can focus on now that I've been given the opportunity. It's over to me and time for me to do my talking on the pitch.
It's a return to Scotland for yourself. Was that always the plan for you after your time down in Fleetwood?
I don't think I had a set vision on where I was going to end up, but I must say I didn't think, having left Fleetwood, that an opportunity like Hibs was probably going to be there. And as soon as I heard about that there was a chance of coming in and that there was interest there, I was really excited about it. I phoned my family and told them that I was coming back up and coming into training. For that side of things, I think it was nice to be able to come back home, back to Scotland in a league that I know, a familiar environment, and take on the challenge again of being at one of the best clubs in the country.
You bolster our options in defence. Are you kind of excited for that challenge for your place with the likes of Paul Hanlon, Will Fish, CJ Egan-Riley over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, definitely. I think competition brings out the best in individuals. Coming in, the boys are off the back of a couple of really good results. We had a great week last week, picking up 3 points against Aberdeen and St Mirren and the draw up in Dingwall as well. So, confidence is high, the place is really upbeat, and the boys are in good spirits. So, I know that it's up to me to show that I'm worthy of an opportunity, but the boys are doing great right now. So, you just have to be patient sometimes and wait in that whenever called upon. So I'll do my best every single day and try and push those lads on as well, and wait, and whenever that time is that the manager wants me to play or asks me to play.
Just finally then, how much are you looking forward to your first game as a Highby, but also your first game at Easter Road as a Hibs player?
Yeah, I've always loved playing Easter Road. It's a brilliant stadium and a great place to play your football. So it'll be nice now that I'm hopefully going there as a Hibs player and ready to call that home now.
Well, thank you, Mikey, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.